Good afternoon. I'm out in the shop. I thought while I'm out here cleaning stuff up real quick before I cleaning up all the mess, let me finish up making another one. This is that Dendrobium, that Latoria that I got a bag baby several weeks back, but it has a lot. I don't know if you can see all the green tips coming out, but a lot of rapid growth coming out of the roots. So I'm glad I didn't trim all those off. Seems to be a lot of growth on them. Anyway, while it's in active growth, I want to go ahead and get this one mounted up. I was going to put this in lava rock, but I think I may try and mount this one first. I've got a piece of wood that I think might work out well for it, and it looks like it's doing well with the wet dry, so I don't have any issues with it being mounted. I think it'll do well. Anyway, got the saw, got my piece of wood. I'm going to do a quick trim and then spin you guys around. Sorry for the noise. That still leaves a pretty hefty chunk on the bottom of it, but it still leaves a pretty hefty chunk on the bottom of it. But at the same time, it's going to make it a little bit easier to water without it being such a large end on it. I don't have to dunk it quite so deep in a container. Sorry for the swing. This is back at my workbench with my big vise. I think everybody's seen me work on this before. Should give me enough clearance. This, I'm just taking the rough edges off where it was sawn. Less likely to splinter that way. Not a lot to see, I know. All I always want to do is take the edges off that. Let me adjust everybody here. See how it kind of makes a natural cradle for it? I like that. I don't think that's going to take much at all for for it to grow into it. Sorry about that, I'm walking around my shop here today. But I don't think it's going to take a whole lot for it to grow into it. Securing is not going to be too fancy either. Not sure if that's big enough. Nope. It seems to be a pretty active grower so far. I mean, I haven't seen anything growing on the vegetation part of it, but from the roots just in the past 30 days, it's growing real well. I didn't pot it, I didn't unpot it, or I mean, it was in a bag, so I didn't really take it out and disturb it too much when I first got it. I did remove what dead roots I could find and what looked like it was going to hinder growth. Other than that, I didn't do a whole lot to it. It's responded real well by sitting in that glass. Sitting in those glasses like that, I guess that's what everybody calls semi-waterculture. I don't know. I really don't understand that term. If you look up, if you Google semi-waterculture and orchids, the only thing that shows up, or if you Google semi-waterculture, the only thing that shows up is orchids. I believe that's I think that's a term that's was developed by First Ray or something like that. Semi-waterculture. Waterculture is waterculture. I guess they call it semi-waterculture because it doesn't have there's not full pumps or something like that running, running a liquid through pumps, filters, etc. It's just a manual kind of a setup. But regardless, it's hydroponics. It works real well for them. There's nothing better than to promote and get some roots started on a lot of plants that need a little bit of help. I just noticed there's a brand new growth coming out right there. Wow, really nice. But let's see what that looks like. It's not too bad. That's not bad at all, actually. I think that's going to do real well. See if you can see that any better. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not 100% in love with that, but I don't know. I may have to readjust that a little bit right there. Anyway, let me fiddle with it a little bit, and I think it's going to be fine. Anyway, I'll get this one hung up and get it to growing. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful afternoon.